might have heard that I'm suing Google. It's not just for what they did to my campaign, but it's because of what we're seeing growing at an alarming trend where these big tech monopolies are directly infringing on our public discourse and really on our fair elections. Because if they can shut down my Google ad account during that first debate when I was the most Googled candidate of the night, if they can do that to a sitting member of Congress running for the highest office of the land, they can do that to anyone running for any office, anywhere, or any person who is speaking with a voice that they may disagree with. I've been really intrigued by some of the responses we've gotten from this lawsuit, from the chattering class, from some quote-unquote progressive voices. They say, oh, well, she's just trying to grab headlines. And from some conservative voices saying, finally, someone standing up for freedom of speech. Why the disparity here? We as a country cannot afford to only stand up and fight for our freedoms when we are the targets. But when someone else is the target, we turn our backs and walk away. This is a danger to all of us. This is a danger to all of us. Can you imagine if Google's CEO was a conservative Republican who was shutting down Democrat voices that they disagreed with? Can you imagine how up in arms progressives would be if it were their voices being shut down? Now, we can disagree with each other, but I will tell you as a soldier that I'm willing to lay my life down to protect the rights and freedoms of every person in this country to speak their voice and make sure that voice is heard.
Okay, so we're doing this on YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google. You're suing Google.
Yes.
What's going on?
They've got too much power. They've got too much power. I think the short story is after the first debate, as well as the second debate, but after the first debate, I was the most Googled candidate of the night. This is what we were obviously hoping for as a campaign, had prepared in advance, gotten our Google ads ready and approved, and were ready to rock and roll. When all of a sudden, mysteriously, right at the peak of that time where people were paying attention, our account was suspended.
Yeah, so you couldn't roll ads?
People weren't seeing the ads that we wanted them to see, was the bottom line. We weren't really given any clear explanations. The answers we got were very different from person to person to person. And then once that peak period passed, our account was magically reinstated.
Yeah.
And to this day, we still have not gotten any kind of meaningful or even an attempt to provide a satisfactory explanation for it, which just points to the need for change. We filed this lawsuit not just because of what happened there, but because of the kind of power that Google has as this huge tech monopoly to interfere in our public discourse, interfere in what people are seeing when they're going and looking, using their search engine, and really how they can impact our fair elections.
Yeah.